Hello everyone. Today's topic of discussion is atomic spectrum. Let us see what atomic spectrum means. When an element is excited by some methods like heating, passing electric current, etc., what happens is the atoms of the element start emitting electromagnetic radiations of different frequencies. These radiations are emitted because of the energy changes that takes place in the atoms, and we call it as atomic spectrum. The arrangement of these radiations in the order of increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency, we call the emission spectrum of the element. Okay, if we arrange all the radiations emitted because of this process, then if it is arranged in the order of increasing wavelength or decreasing frequencies, we call it as emission spectrum of the element. And the instrument used for obtaining such spectrum is called spectroscope. And in spectroscope, light is passed through the prism and emerging light rays will undergo the deviation. Now let us see what in case of ordinary light, it splits into 7 colors after passing through the prism. You can see red. This is VIBGYOR, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, and we have different wavelengths for all the colors. The phenomenon of splitting of beam of light into the radiations of different frequencies after passing through the prism is called dispersion, and the pattern of radiations that we obtain after this dispersion process is called spectrum. So this is a spectrum of ordinary light. In case of dispersion of sunlight, there are 7 colors that we get, as I discussed, with VIBGYOR, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, and it is blended to each other. It is not discontinuous. It is a continuous spectrum, and you can see each color are blended to each other, and there is no discontinuity. It is a continuous one. We call it as continuous spectrum. Atomic spectra of most of the elements consist of number of bright lines separated by dark bands. So atomic spectrum is also called line spectrum. Atomic spectrum of the element can be used to identify even the element, and because of which we call it as fingerprint. See, you can see the solar spectrum showing absorption lines. This shows sodium. You can see it here. This is the emission spectrum, and this is the absorption lines. When a beam of continuous light is passed through a tube containing vapors or solution of the substance and transmitted light when analyzed with the help of spectrometer, it is observed that the spectrum obtained contains number of dark lines or otherwise the continuous spectrum, like light waves. When light is passed through the prism, we got VIBGYOR, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, and orange continuous spectrum we could get. So here also we are discussing about the same. The dark lines appear due to absorption of radius of corresponding wavelengths by the substance. The dark lines appear at the same position as the bright lines in the emission spectrum. Okay, so this is the absorption spectrum. In absorption spectrum, we get dark lines at the same position as the bright lines in the emission spectrum of the substance. The emission spectrum of sodium, for example, if we take, it has 2 bright lines in the yellow region of 589 nanometer and 589.6 nanometer. You can see here. This is the absorption spectrum. We have 2 lines here, and this is the emission spectrum. We have 2 lines here. Okay, so it is at 589 nanometer and 589.6 nanometer. So absorption spectrum and emission spectrum, the values, the lines we get in the absorption spectrum is at the same place as that of the emission spectrum. Generally, more lines are observed in the emission spectrum than its absorption spectrum. So we generally use absorption spectrum for the simplification of the spectrum. Okay. Next is hydrogen spectrum. The atomic spectrum of hydrogen helped in the development of the atomic structure also. What happens is when an electric charge is passed through the hydrogen gas, its molecules dissociates into atoms, and the excited hydrogen atoms emits electromagnetic radiations of discrete frequencies. Discrete frequencies means we have like packets of energy. Discrete frequencies we have, and the spectrum obtained consists of large number of sharp lines. Each line corresponds to particular frequency of the light emitted by hydrogen atoms, and these are generally present in UV, visible, and IR regions. The lines in the emission spectrum of hydrogen are generally classified into 5 series. Here you can see it is the Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, Brackett series, and Pfund series. Lyman series we get in the ultraviolet region. Visible region we get the Balmer series is in visible region. Paschen series, Brackett, and Pfund series. All these three are in IR region. You can see the absorption spectrum of hydrogen atom, and this is the emission spectrum of hydrogen atom. You can see the lines are at the same positions only. Okay. Here we can see the detailed diagram for the Lyman series. You can see this is the Lyman series. This is the Balmer series, Paschen, Brackett, and Pfund series. This is in the IR regions, and Balmer series in the visible region, and Lyman is in the ultraviolet region. You can see the wavelength 100 nanometer, 200 nanometer, 100 nanometer, 400 nanometer. Around 400 nanometer we have Balmer series, and 700 nanometer near to 700 nanometer we have the Paschen, Brackett, and Pfund series. It is in the IR region. In case of hydrogen spectrum, the wave number is given as nu bar is equal to, wave number is represented as nu bar RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, where n1 is greater than n2. This RH is called as Rydberg constant for hydrogen, and its value is 109677 per centimeter. For Lyman series, we know n1 is equal to 1 and n2 can be 2, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or anything, and for n1 is equal to 2, n2 will be, for the Balmer series, n1 is equal to 2. You can see n1 is greater than n2, okay, here in this case, and for n1 is equal to 1 for Lyman series, n2 will be 2, 3, 4 and etc. And n1 is equal to 2 means n2 will be 3, 4, 5 etc. Okay, and so on. You can see the series also. When the electron jumps from all other states to the n equal to 1 series, we get the series as Lyman series. Okay, so we are getting from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 etc. to n is equal to 1. And in the Balmer series, we have higher states to the second state, n equal to 2. And in Paschen series, from all other states to n equal to 3, and so on. Here we can see Lyman series is in the ultraviolet region, Balmer series in the visible region, Paschen near infrared, far infrared, and Pfund series is also in far infrared. Okay. Let us take an example. Calculate the wavelength of first and last line in the Balmer series of hydrogen spectrum. Here, first and last means for the first line in the Balmer series, n1 is equal to 2 and n2 is equal to 3. So 1 by lambda f is nothing but what? Nu bar. That must be equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, where n1 is greater than n2. Here wave number is 1 upon lambda, because of which I wrote it as wave number nu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda. So we have 109677 multiplied by 1 upon 2 square minus 1 by 3 square. So we have 109677 multiplied by 5 by 36 equal to 15232.9 centimeter per centimeter. And so lambda is equal to 1 upon this will be equal to 6.565 into 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter. For the last line in Balmer series, n1 is equal to 2 and n2 is equal to infinity. So 1 upon lambda will be equal to what? 109677, 1 upon n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So n1 is what? It is 2, n2 is infinity. So we can have the value as 1 by 4 because 1 upon infinity is nothing but equal to almost it is 0. So this value will come out to be 27419.3 per centimeter. So lambda will be equal to 1 upon this value, that will come out to be 364.7 nanometer. Thank you. That's all for today.